Hi, it's Larry Shiller. We're joining this match, semifinal match at the Michigan Summer Backgammon Championships between Gary Koscielny and David Todd. Gary's leading 7-5 in this match to 11. We'll be having commentary shortly, but in the meantime, thank you for joining us over here in this live stream, and we will be having commentary for you shortly.
I don't need the computer mic. Hi, Jack Edelson joining here, and see what's going on. Double aces for David Todd. Doesn't really do much. He wants to get more builders, not lead thoughts. Definitely wants to make that 4 point. Help yourself. To the correct amount. So David comes in with a 2 and steps up. Just wants to get his checkers around. Also, there's nothing else to do.
What's the score?
It's 5-7 to 11. Gary's leading, but David looks likely to at least draw even this game.
Looks likely to what?
That David is likely to at least draw even this game, Steve. All right. Excuse me, just speaking to a player here. So, 3-6, a very, very nice shake for David Todd. Gary's just going to wait back and see if he can hit something as David's trying to move his checkers around. He's going to hold his anchor. David Todd and Gary Koscielny. Dmitry Obakov joining us here for the Backgammon. Dmitry, the recent Cleveland champion, and also second in Chicago.
I'm not sure. I think we better keep those checkers connected. Like
then he'd have to lose a builder.
I see, yeah. Okay.
So I think this is right.
Alright.
Gary's just going to play safe and keep the gammons to a minimum. 43 here. Now, I guess he just has to play 15-8. Doesn't want to burying checkers deep. Has a better board, better prime. Just to help be aggressive.
7-5.
Yep. Diversify the builders. Easy enough play for Gary. Six from the bar, not bad. Pop out.
I don't think so. It looks like too many hitters here.
Ones and fours hit outside. The 3-4, of course, gives him an option. But David is, if there's one word to describe David Todd, it's fearless.
6-5 is a bad roll.
Yes, it is. I guess the 6 comes down and then the 5 comes in and then you don't get any new builders, but also no shots. I mean, Gary does not want to... The gammon losses from leaving an extra shot are pretty serious. He doesn't want to risk that. Just hope that David rolls small next turn, then he can pound on him. Double threes, that can't be too bad. It actually is not very good.
No, it's not good at all. So Red is going to attack next row, so White should not win when he bluffs it out. So
I agree.
This is the play.
So, 6-2. This is not a great roll to attack with. The 6 is 4, so Gary should just throw that on the ace point and then decide whether he wants to hit. Which looks a bit too risky.
I think it's still right to do that.
I mean, if David doesn't roll a 5 or 6,
well, what if he does?
It's a bit awkward, but then it's likely to be game over. But no 6 for David. The thing about hitting is it's such a long way to go forward from there.
I understand, but sometimes he rolls a 1 and then stacks an ace.
Yeah, but I don't think it's worth the gammons.
Okay, maybe.
I'm not sure. Anyway, 4-3. Now Gary attacks. Still has to have a ton go right for him. Double 2s.
Yes, just like that.
Yeah, it's fine. 6s are dead. The 6s come out.
It's like a good play.
Yeah. Not really much else. Doesn't want to give him the 6s out. Double 4s. Not that horrible a shot. It does put him up against a 5-point board. So can David roll a 6 before Gary rolls a couple of 5s is the question here. And let's see what the answer is. No. 6-4. Alright. 6 and Gary's in some serious trouble. David fans again, and Gary is starting to run out of time here. He's going to need that 5 really fast.
Like right now.
And that's a 5 for the wrong player as far as Gary is concerned. And there's a 5. Wow. Still has a lot of work to do. But it buys him some time. He's not going to crack anymore for a little while. 6-2, alright. Not helpful. DT fans. And there's a 5-6, and this game has turned around. Now, Gary will be a bit slower than usual to think about retipping because of the match score. He'd be playing for the match.
Well, he rolled it too quickly. I think he should have thought about it.
Yeah, he needs what, about 80, 2 away, 6 away is 80%?
Yeah, 81.
Yeah, so David is passing with about 20%, which is just a little deeper than normal. But Gary's probably going to want to wait till he's very close to that 80%
I think
before he doubles.
It feels like he should have doubled. But requires
I need one player for a $20 quickie.
3-1.
And a $10 quickie.
Well, White's board is not perfect, so if you lose a shot,
Aaron has to have
you should have for sure doubled.
Yeah, at least give it some thought, because as soon as you're missed, you're winning. And David hits, only a small percentage of the time, even when he does get the direct. And he doesn't always win when he hits. Now it's a pass. Now it's a big pass. Gary correctly throws the cube out there. I'm sure David will let this go. He's too far behind in the race. He does not have that 19-20% that he needs to take. But he's given it a long think. It's an important decision, and he correctly lets it go. So 9-5 to 11. So Gary has about an 81% chance. Now, cube strategy certainly changes. If Gary doubles, David will be quick to double to 4. But that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to take that deep, because if he wins a 4 cube, he's only at 9-9, he's still only 50%. So if there are no gammons, David still needs about 22.5% to take the cube, according to match equity tables that say what your percent chance of winning is at any different score. Because if he wins, he's only 50% on 4 cube.
Pete Anderson.
Players are going to take a break. And we'll be back when there's more action. This is the match. There are 3 undefeated players and 3 one-loss players, and this is a double elimination tournament. So as long as you only have 1 loss, you still have a chance to win. Now, if Gary wins this, there are 2 undefeated players. They'll play each other, and the winner will be in the final against whichever of the one-loss players emerges. But if David wins, then Gary is the only. David wins, then there's one other person who will be the only player with no loss, and they'll be straight in the final. So this match has ripple effects on the rest of the bracket. Introduce the players here. Gary recently moved to Florida from Connecticut. He teaches at the Backgammon Learning Center. He was playing intermediate about a year ago, but he's improved his game immensely, and obviously we see the fruits of that being in this advanced stage, still undefeated in Michigan. And David Todd, very fine player, one of the great guys, great characters in the game. Loves to play aggressively, attack, play back aims. A lot of fun to play with and to be around. From St. Louis, Missouri. He's trailing here, but he'll give it his best fight. And 2 great people in this game, 2 great players, and should be exciting conclusions to the match once they're back. Both players must be playing pretty fast. They've got plenty of clock time, so that should not be an issue. Maybe they could have taken a bit more time on some of these decisions that Dimitri was discussing. Sometimes you're afraid to give that cue for the match, but then you realize it's 2 away, 6 away is far from a sure thing, and if you've got that 79, 80, 81% to win the game, you might as well put the match on the line and try to win it right there. Tough thing to do psychologically for a lot of players, though. Gary is returned. This is David Todd.
We have our first trophy winners in the novice. Diane Rotero is our champion in the novice.
Returning announcement, Diane, I didn't quite catch her last name, the novice winner. So really great top turnout in the novice this year, and it's really great to see all the numbers up all the way throughout the tournaments on the circuit this year. 2 opener. Gary will probably split being ahead in the match. 5-1. David comes out. Sure. It's very much in David's style to try to force the play.
One limited jackpot player.
I'm not sure which one's more important, actually.
Hey, you get hit more this way. 4-6. Hits. 2-1. And Gary decides to hit on the outside. Seems better, especially if he can come in on the 2 this way.
It's better, yeah, for the butt checkers.
David hits back. So a lot of ways this game can develop. A good roll for Gary. He'll make both 4 points. Really, David linked up here. Double twos. Not the best set of twos I've ever seen.
We need 1 player for the limited jackpot.
So why 18 to 16?
$20 quickie player and a $10 quickie player.
6-4.
Also have double shot.
Yeah.
6-4. Makes
3-point board, and even with 4 checkers back, you still want to put him on the bar and see if you can pick up the second checker as well. Nice play for Dave. He's still hoping to maybe avoid getting hit and bring his checkers around. 5-4 hits. Both players trying to go forward, and David hits double threes. Makes the 3-point presumably. I'm not sure. I don't know. Typical call. Come in and make the 5-point. He wants to. Do you want to keep the anchor? Yeah. The only other play, I guess, is 21-18 too, but it doesn't seem to be very logical to me to give up the anchor. I mean, this is not nearly as big an improvement going from 21 to 18 as it is from going to 8 to 5, especially you're making a 4-point board to 0 points, you're keeping an anchor. The 8-point isn't really that useful, especially with the 2 also made, and not really any priming chances with all those checkers back. I think that was clearly an error there.
Apple one kind punishes him with a better his
He would have made the bar point.
Yeah, but this is better, right? Bar point? 4 points better than bar point. Okay, 6-1. I think he just needs to run. I don't think he is right here. Red has a stronger board, and Red has an anchor. Oh, it's Red's roll.
Yeah, Red is 6-1.
Okay.
I wasn't sure about that run-out play when we were doing that.
Okay.
So you can anchor up, but the 6 is kind of off. You can just play simple 13 to 6.
I think he makes an anchor plus the 5 for him.
Yeah. You can get away with plays like that with the better board and the anchor. It's obviously it wishes you had made the 5-point, but when you anchor up and slot, a lot can go right for you. Here,
I don't know, this is too dodgy.
Yeah, there's still similar risk, but with less potential for gain because you don't have to slot your 5-point. This sort of Swiss cheese formation that Gary has, you really are willing to take some risks to fill in. David doubles, Gary snaps it up, which I don't blame him. He's more certain about the take than the double for sure. You're definitely hitting with the ace, so you're making a 9-point to 2. Yeah, you are. You are. Yeah, this is right. There's no need to anchor up because Gary doesn't have any attack. Just makes a nice blocking point on the 9. 3-6, and now Gary has to slot.
He ended up slotting 5 anyway.
Yeah. But now he's giving David time to make the 9. 4-3 hits and pick up the 11.
Okay, I guess coming in the 24 and dropping down the 5.
Yeah, that seems clear. Again, hitting doesn't really accomplish very much. White'll just enter hitting or anchor up at some point.
If you reverse the score, hit makes sense.
Yeah, this does risk some gammons, but there's not really. It'll be a long time before you can convert this into anything resembling a successful blitz. So I don't like that.
It is. It is a 6. I think it's 2014.
2014.
Yeah.
Why do you prefer that over just to get off the 5-point, not get hit loose there?
Yes. I'm not afraid to get the hit on the 3-point.
Yeah. And then Gary fans, so David has a nice chance to maybe make his 5-point or hit another block. And that's a nice shot. Makes his 5. This is pretty precarious as Gary really risks sort of getting his army separated into 2 separate forces here.
I think, that's right.
He's going to slot the 5, seeing nothing else.
Backgammon is not what kind of game he wants to play, but I mean, it's the best game he has. Yeah, no.
I mean, he's a long way from getting anything resembling a good 1-3 game.
That was
The simple play of just making 14.
Yeah, I think it's about people who make the point or come out and make the beautiful.
For those who attended,
I'm not terribly worried back on the attack. I mean, Gary has a 3-point board with nothing else near there. So it's not that important that David covers, but it doesn't hurt. Aces. He should hit. That midpoint is timing.
More gammons.
And he wins the match if he gets a backgammon, although that is unlikely. 32. He's going to enter on the 3.
I don't think you want to do that.
It reduces your outs. Right now you've only got 4s to get out without breaking an anchor. If he did not do that, you also have 6s. Now, as it is, 6s are not great for him at all. You either have to give up the anchor or start breaking his 18-pointer, bury checkers deep. So not a very flexible play. You want to keep your checkers flexible so you can handle as many different possible numbers as possible. And there's that alternate 6 as a result. He would have played perfectly well, but he kept the spare on the 18-pointer. Double 2s, he's going to hit. Not afraid to hit that checker because it actually may reduce Gary's time if he has to come in behind him. I don't know about the slot, but it can't be that bad. 1-6, a good shake. He gets to pop out. David would like to hit that, I would think. And he does. 2, he just lifts, doesn't want to. Now he's forced to recirculate. Not too bad, though.
Step up with the last 2.
Yeah, here, right, only 6s come out, so he wants to put all his spares.
And this is the punishment.
Yeah, I think you hit 2.
He's so repeated.
Yeah, you can get hit here. You hit him, it's harder for Gary to pop out with a 6. It might be able to prime him or do other good things. But this isn't, I mean, there's certainly an argument for this, right? You don't hit. You don't hit, you let Gary crack. And if he doesn't roll a 6, he's cracking.
You let him crack out the way too. You didn't get one last year.
Yeah, that's true.
We need one player, just one,
They're jacking up the
$100
backgammon
jackpot.
chances a little, and,
Just one player for the $100
and
jackpot.
Gary will, and David, he can also make the 6 prime though.
That's better. 6 prime is better.
Yeah, now 6 primes are good things, and I think David went to hit, and then all of a sudden saw, wait a second, I got the one number that'll make the 6 prime. My clap style you can see in the background.
The 24
Top player here. Very, you don't make plays like that without thinking. At least you upgrade your anchor. David rightly hits 2. And David might smell the chance to win 6 points here. It's not out of the realm of possibility. David's smiling as he fantasizes about all the points that might be coming his way.
You can hit again. There you go. Just don't count.
Yeah. Because you want to pick up the other blots?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. David has a good feel for these sorts of games, and you see that here. He gets loose and hopes to pick up more stuff. You know, it's how you win 6 points. It's a good play. Just make the prime as solid as you can. Come down.
We're taking signups for a $50 knockout.
Another option to, I don't know, which you prefer.
I'm
close.
And there are only 4 spots
Gary
left.
stays out. You shouldn't mind it too much.
DMP.
Okay, now the 6 has to cover. Well, he can play 6 down and 5 in. But I think here you just cover. 6 down, 5 in. putting 4 on the bar point doesn't seem like it could possibly be right.
You can also just counter it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You said 6. Oh, okay. You counter all the way.
It's fine. I mean, yeah, that's it. It's got to be it. 1, 2.
Come up.
Try to make as many checkers as possible see daylight. Gary does not want to lose matches. 6 is forced, and then 3 is simple. 42, 4 up, and then 2 from the back. Yeah, why kill a checker? Maybe you'll make the 3-point later. It's a long ways off. 6 is blocked, so just a 3. That seems clear, just here from the rear. Leave only a single thought. Gary has to hit. He's happy to just get a checker out of there. The downside of David's aggressive play is that Gary doesn't have any dead checkers yet left.
That's probably true, but this way it's also more gamblers than backgammon.
Yes. I think the trade-off is worth it, especially at this, the score. But
it's very difficult for Red to play this game properly.
Yeah, so he wants to stay back to do so that 6s are out because he's got 6s out and he doesn't want to give him 4s to hit as well. So if getting hit is not that bad, not bad at all.
He should come out anytime he gets a chance.
Todd rolls 52, 5 does not come out, does not run.
I would run there.
Why not run?
I would run.
I don't understand this play. I'm sure David has a reason for it. Yes, that bar point. I guess his idea is once you clear the bar point, the only difficult thing to do is get the last checker around.
Yeah, but with those checkers on the 8s.
But he's not looking to run them anyway, is David's idea, right? He only wants to run off of the 3-point. I guess David figures he can easily run off the 3-point. He's not going to. He doesn't want to run off the 1-point.
That's a horrible.
So let's pick up the bar. Double 1s is horrible. He just make the best of it. Make the only play that kills only 1 checker. So yeah, it's a lot of interesting decisions, right? Do I clear the toughest point, even if that means giving up a blocking point? Well, maybe the point I'm blocking is going to get out anyway. David, do I leave a shot or do I left to spare? It's lots of difficult decisions in these kinds of back games. 5-4. Oh, the 5 is forced.
And just keep going.
Keep it going.
Yeah,
don't want to get hit. Not a legal roll.
Christopher Shinaba.
3 is forced. Not very good. He doesn't want to strip the 5-point.
Now, if he can't, he will clear the 5-1
Yes.
before.
If you roll the 5-1, you're playing 5 off and then 5-4, not 6-5.
Right.
5-4 is an atrocious shot, but he's still very much in control.
Craig Anderson.
That's not too bad. 6-3, so Gary misses. Tough shot for Gary. Right. It might not be ready when he gets it either. 6-2, just appeals. Just getting checkers off, so if you get hit, you're still doing well. 4-2, he hits with the 4. You could also hit with the 2 and cover, but this seems better. Oh yeah, that is, you're right, this is better. This is right.
This way, that's it.
You can always remake one of those points, and this way David is barely better than even money to come in. Throws out the 4 he doesn't need, and rolls another 4 he doesn't need. Remake and pop out. That's good as well, yeah.
Good coverage.
Yeah. Double 5 would be a nice shot here. 6-5. Steps right out into the double. Apologize, we're having a couple of Wi-Fi difficulties. Hopefully nothing too serious. The 6-1 is a poor shot. But, do you minimize shots or just play 13-6?
I think you minimize shots.
Yeah, you don't slot the bar for the 6 point?
You're going to get gammon there.
Yeah.
You know. So probably 20 to 13.
Yeah, it's that, or if you really want to minimize shots, you just play 15-9, 13-12.
Is that minimizing shots?
I mean, I'm not worried about getting hit on the 5 as much. Because then I got a lot of returns at least.
Maybe. It's difficult.
Yeah. And this way you have some, also getting some builders for the 6 in case.
Yeah, this is okay.
We need one player for the $100 jackpot. We're also taking sign-ups for the $20
that double hits.
And there's
Right,
only
you hit
3
on the
spots
outside, you
left.
shift to the 5 and you come down.
2 spots left.
Put 2 in the air and
You also put 3 in there, but
yeah, I don't want to do that.
no, I mean there is not much risk, so it's a possibility.
But is it that much gain? I don't think there's that much gain. I think that's how you get hit and don't win your gammon. What? Why doesn't he hit outside? If you only hit in 2, you shift outside and you play 14, 13, 12. Shift off the 6 point. This can get hairy. You've got the
Also lose the shot.
awkward, and you might even get
Also lose the
yeah.
shot.
Well, the other play leaves double 6s to him.
Alan Tish.
David thinks better of it. I mean, to me, you're hitting at least 2. There's no reason not to hit at least 2.
Right.
So you're not worried about giving Gary a well-timed backhand. He's a long way away from anything like that. You're just trying. You've got the game well under control. You're trying to inflict the maximum punishment possible without giving up that control. This is reasonable. I would prefer to shift 6 to 5 if you're isolating the 6 point here.
Yep.
So I would prefer 6 to 5. This does leave. This still leaves us out of these double 4s. I think this is the second best player, maybe third best if hitting 3 is a consideration. But he knew Gary was only a 6, so he made him stay out with that. He rolled 1 die. 13 to 4 is almost forced. No, you can play 6 to 2.
Well, it's worse.
Yes. Two 3 stays out, and the backgammon is on. David giving it a vigorous shake. 2-1.
I need one player for the last spot.
He has a safe play in 4-3, 2 off. But that may not be the safest in the long run. It doesn't hit.
It could be right to hit and recover.
Yeah.
I
I think that's David's other play that he'll give a look at some point after he finishes considering this. No, he just hit the spot. And there's a... How many shots are you saving by going 6 to 4? Because if you're not saving that many, you peel. So it's 11, 6-3, 5-3, 1-3, 17 numbers here. And if you peel the checker, it's 11, 13, 15, it's like 19, 21, I don't know. But
so it's probably right to do this.
yeah, probably. I have to fully count it, but no, it's a risk-reward trade-off here. Gary comes out. David peels 2. Gary pops the checker out from the back, trying to ensure he doesn't get BG'd. Still could happen with a couple of good takes here. 6-1. hurts the backgammon chances, but David still he can even probably survive a hit in the gammon.
Should go, yeah.
Gary doesn't want to take any unnecessary backgammon risks.
If you get a better board, he would not.
This is a
go.
shot.
So make the ace point, or take a checker and hit. Do one.
This seems right. This way Gary can come in on the ace and give you more trouble.
Ricky,
Who knows, maybe fans and
and I still need one player, just one player.
And he stays out. Still very unlikely that he'll win a backgammon.
And one player in the last spot.
He's just going to peel that off. Not going to play 2-1. He's going to play 3-2 off. Plays the ace first. 6-5 gets off the backgammon. It's going to be even. 9-9 with two-way. This is going to be the last game because one player will double very quickly at that score. Gary misses a chance to improve his PR by taking a roll and pulling the checker out. Very important because XD will program we use for computer analysis will credit you for making the correct decision to get off the backgammon.
That's true.
But all right, 9-9. And doubling theory says that you should double as soon as you have any market lose in the score, because if you don't make sure you win those 2 points, then your opponent will just double as soon as they're a favorite, and they'll make sure that if they win, they'll win 2 points. So you might as well double as soon as you're the favorite.
Okay, they're taking another break.
Hopefully a quick one. It's a tense moment for all of us. Both of these great competitors deserve a little
no idea how to play the one.
A little break.
I had no idea how to play the one.
Are they discussing some sort of hedge?
Worst, I don't know.
11th place players will discuss this sort of thing when the match gets close.
I still don't know. I don't put a reference.
Audio isn't sufficient for us to pick up the discussions at the board, and I don't think they're there anymore. I think they walked off. Alright, Dimitri, we'll be right back. Jack Edelson here. Dmitry Orbakov is taking a quick break for the voice of Backgammon. Larry Shiller, who's busy playing some match somewhere, I'm sure. These are the open, it's not quite a semi-final. There are 6 players still alive coming into this round. And if Gary wins this match, then he will be playing off with the other player with no losses, which is the winner of a different match that's going on right now, or maybe has happened already, to see who goes to the final. If Gary loses this, then he'll get dumped into the 1-loss bracket with David and various others, and the winner of that will wind up playing whoever won the other match between the 2 no-loss players. Right? There are 3 players with no losses, 3 players with 1 loss. So 2 undefeateds play each other, 2 players with 1 loss play each other, and 1 player, there's 1 pairing across them, because it's a double elimination format. You can still win the tournament with only 1 loss.
So, Jack, do you think with the two-way, they're going to send the cue right away?
Oh, I'm sure.
Or do you think somebody's like David might try to get the cue?
No, not too cutesy.
One more
Not too cutesy.
$10 quickie player.
Because you don't want to miss your market. These players have to have some respect for each other. I mean, Gary certainly. I mean, he's a backgammon teacher. He knows the technical aspects of match scores well. He's worked with Phil Sinborg. He's taught for him. There's one thing that they make sure you understand is how to use the cube at different match scores. So I would expect these players to get it right.
David Meyer. Pete Anderson. Twist.
Stand up here. I will be back as soon as players return. Yeah, commenting on that. Gary has returned. So we'll walk through the frame for a moment, and hopefully he'll be back soon. See the match. Dimitri on his way back as well. So and David's on his way. No, that's Pat Gibson. Never mind.
Okay,
I told Ben to tell them to get on with it because I've got duets I could be in.
David is coming back. He was outside smoking.
Bombin Zombie. Play Kip
So
Wilson.
double match point basically.
Yep. They're discussing. So this is working. It's basically a coin toss now.
Rondo return.
So according to your match equity tables, what's Gary? What's your chance for 2x2?
Probably the same as you were doing.
50%. The expertise of Dmitry Orbakov, president of the, is it president or what's the title? CEO of the Backgammon Masters awarding body.
I was thinking about
also,
that.
I believe has the Grandmaster title himself.
Yes, sir.
I didn't have no idea. On the aces.
There's a lot of work to have to organize that. I hear David's discussing his aces, so let's quiet down. He seems to move out of the camera.
I'd like to talk about the double aces. Yeah, I like ending up the 2 points here.
They discussed
Plus, I think that's safer in the long run than anything else. I think the gap might hurt.
No, it's not.
We did. I mean, it didn't hurt because I left out
Discussing
the
double aces. I think that's done on the sense right.
So
kicking into the 5 and playing the play we wanted.
I guess they're rolling.
I guess nobody cares.
no,
I mean, it's so unlikely that anything remotely resembling that will repeat. That even if it's technically forbidden,
we do this.
I wouldn't object to my point to
I
it.
wouldn't either.
Upon reflection, I think you're right only because I'm still shooting at the third guy here. And now if I get the
I wouldn't
there,
punish it, but I would sort
increases my BG.
of order them to desist and warn them and tell them the next time.
And you think this is safer?
But
I did this, my 5s are dead.
Next time they'll be sanctioned.
is what, and now it's roll 6, and I'm good.
Yeah, you want to learn from it. Now it's stretching your mind.
Yeah. Right. And I think you're right because I'm shooting at that guy there. I think that's what tilts the scale one way or the other is shooting at the third checker now. Because this if it's wrong, I don't know by how much. It can't be. Didn't end well yet.
So he's talking about hitting both inside, I think. And the reason he wanted to play that, the first play he looked at was that he's hitting 2, and he'd still shoot at the third one outside, right? So he shifted 6-5 and played 4-2, which we didn't like. But David is giving his rationale, which is you have 2 up in the air and be shooting at the third one outside. Because remember those plays.
Dennis is so small in this position that he could be better.
Yeah. But by that logic, you might as well hit 3 right away.
Thank you for this.
Now, this is it. This is it. I think that was Donald Hagen that was suggesting that he liked that play. Donald was a big
Lenny Shiller!
Hey, Dimitri!
Jesse Backgammon himself is here.
I just spoke with Gary Koscielny, telling me about his trials and tribulations in the last game. He missed apparently a lot of opportunities to avoid the gamut and actually win the game. Big shots and rolled a 2-1 off the bar and the 2-point forward. So see if his
David hasn't been public for a while.
luck returns. So David Todd is not the person that you typically see in the finals. Gary did win the championship 2 years ago.
So who's the favorite in
I don't know David, so it's hard to say. But because I
They're
don't know
both great
him,
players.
I would just say Gary's the favorite. You know, 9-9 is effectively double match point because the geniuses of backgammon have determined that when this score, really, the player who's 50% ahead should double.
Even if you're not, if you have any market leaders. But yeah.
Some players say, "Oh, I'm going to play for the gammon and just win the match without turning the cube."
No, if
doesn't work.
If you're gonna win the match, you win the game.
Right. If your opponent turns on, he's going to make damn sure he gets those 2 points. He's going to double himself.
All right, well, we're starting, and it's the last, probably the last game. Let's see who turns the
Gary can double if he wants, but there's no reason to.
Gary's a 6'4". Now, does he run or make his 2 points?
He runs.
And Dimitri knows his opening rolls are cold. A lot of players make the 2 points because they want a 2-point forward. Gary makes the Dimitri roll. And now, finally, David does what Gary quickly accepts. And here we go. We're in this match now. We're going to see what happens.
It's all for the table. Now, you said you don't know David Todd. Well, you should. He's one of the great characters in this game. Really is.
Forward to having him.
Absolutely fantastic guy.
And he rolls a 2 to hit. So Gary's behind.
Still anybody's
13 to 7.
I think it's almost full red to come on.
Haven't come out as well.
13 to 7, just to try to trap us.
Too bad.
He rolls it. He rolls a 14.
He has choices here, but hitting is clearly right. Hitting does more good things.
Keeps him in the game. And Gary could establish a back game now. Threes, David makes a great roll.
He hits.
He's playing very fast. Look at these players. They are really playing fast. And I think, this is the semifinals.
David took his time on some decisions last game.
Alfred Mallett joins us.
Mallett, another one of the greats of the backgammon.
Now 6 down puts right, because he gets it. He can make anchor up on the board. He's coming out, right? Coming out the boards. You like that?
This is no mistake for Dave. He's building up that prime with tempo.
He's got a hit.
No, he's come down. You can make that point later, hitting them to it. Why break the 18? You want to be making points, not breaking points. I like him both.
So maybe yeah, that's your game.
Down and
Awesome.
priority is the now these got to make the 10 point here.
Yeah, sure.
The ace-shot doesn't matter. David loves to play backgammon.
It's not a 5 point.
Why not? No, he's got outs. He's got so much time with spares and 6 and whatnot.
He did. I think it still is.
Yeah, I would suggest maybe not hitting and just covering everything and slotting.
You can play the same game here.
Oh, 4-2, look at that roll!
Gary's going to start bringing it forward.
Gary's got his outs.
Still have two game plans so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
At 6-4,
He'll still run from the back.
Yeah, sure. Run from the back.
I like running from the back rather than making the points out of order. See, I don't think you're ready to make a play like this.
Going forward. Well, he comes up with a 3. He's got
you're not. I don't think you're ready to make the points out of order yet. You're too far back for that.
Using 5s. Oh my gosh, he rolled a 3-5. Gary, he's making a 5-point
Beautiful
board.
roll.
What a great roll.
But he's still got work to do, especially if David rolls an ace with the next couple of throws.
That's a
6 to 3.
Oh, this is quite a game. What do you do? You
sure? No shooting. You can break this one.
And then still play the 3. I like this
I
play.
hope he doesn't roll a 6. And he doesn't roll a 6, but a 5
Ace point, or yeah, this is better. I'm not sure because he could hit something if he comes out.
Rolls a 4, that's a 6-1. Go from the front.
Yeah, fewer hitters. And maybe if that 5-4 he would have made it. No reason not to. 6s are good and small numbers are good. That's small numbers. Certainly wants to follow with this
PvP. Now Gary's not in good shape.
Okay,
But if there's not a 6, this could be very uncomfortable.
It can still go either.
6-5, he runs.
It's off the check.
Yeah, all the way, yep.
Double 1 for 2-1.
Oh, does he have a roll?
6 from the bar, nothing special.
No, should go from the back.
Yeah, keep more timing. 2-6.
But
He's thinking about it.
at least he's thinking about it. Okay, that's fine.
You think it was right to come out?
Absolutely.
Yeah, preserve timing and maybe get some random shots. He rolls like a 3-1 or something.
Right. And if he hits him,
Then you just get your timing back.
Now, there's no way David's going to leave a shot. He's not going to leave a flash shot. Or is he?
He might want to clear his bar, but I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No, that's 4 numbers. It's 4 winning shots. 4 winning shots. No, I don't like this.
Oh, right. So you got an 11% chance to win the game, basically.
I mean, he might. Let's say, so he's getting 4 flies versus the potential versus two numbers that give directs here. Why not bring it in though? Bring it in. Just more flexible. More flexible.
Well, it's probably flexible this way. But eventually you want to clear it, so just start doing it.
Gary needs a 6. He's got to have a 6. And he rolls a 6. He rolls it. No.
Imagine the 6-5 right here.
5-4.
Well, you don't be putting checkers on the ace point. You keep your spares where they're useful.
Checker.
Not legal at this tournament, so David will try again.
Here it is. On the checker.
Try again.
He was good. He was good.
2 very nice.
Out with the bad, in with the good.
Alright, Gary needs 2 sets of double 6s to get back in the race. 5-1. He needs a shot. He doesn't care about the gammon. Another 2-3. That is just a great throw up to Dave. This is going to be tough. He's got to come out with 6.
He's got to come out with 6.
I need one player for a $10 quickie.
Yeah. You can't break your board because you break your board, you don't win when you hit the
We
top.
only have 7 spots left.
No, Gary, you know better than this.
He's going to have to go next roll anyway. What?
Too bad. Now, 5-3-6.
My flat saddle.
There, it's
Here, I guess it's okay.
less of an issue.
5-4. He's getting off.
Yeah, this looks very, very safe for David, but anything can change. DT could leave a shot at some point, but
He still has to go, but now he doesn't.
Double threes.
Clears the forward. Very nice. DT actually doesn't like his position because there's no way he's going to be able to turn this into a backhand.
Yeah, I like taking 2 off.
You don't know how to bring him home safely.
Yeah.
No. Just get down to 1 point. Clear down to 1 point. You're still leaving 6-2, 5-2, 4-2, 6s, 5s, 4s, plus whatever you're going to be leaving later. You clear it down to 1 point. You've just got the big sets. This has got to be wrong. And that is almost curtains. Almost curtains.
That's it.
Almost curtains. It's not good. But David Todd looks very likely to get through and remain. Both players will remain in contention to win the tournament because they both have only 1 loss. So you got to lose 2 to be out here. They very well may meet again. Let's see who goes to the finals.
All right, Gary's trying to do it.
Look at that.
Gary's off in 3. Gary's off in 3.
Unfortunately, David's
off in 3
now. Gary needs to take at least 3
he
already.
That is over. That is the match.
Congratulations to David Todd. And Gary will continue.
And the match is over. We'll see what happens next. Stay tuned. We've got a match coming up at 10 p.m. tonight. I want to thank Jack Ellison and Dimitri Obukov for doing our commentary.
Helping out. Always some words of wisdom.
I want to have a thank USBGF for sponsoring, the BMAB for working with Voice of Backgammon to provide the best expert commentary.
Look down Grimwald's smiling face over there. Isn't that great?
Alan must have money on David's top. We also want to have a shout out to Falafel. We wish him the best of health and recovery. Falafel had brain surgery. We love him to miss him.
He is still expected to be there, right?
As far as we know right now, he is. We know he is playing online, which is great. I don't know what PR is, but we hope it's low.
His soccer predictions have not been as good, though. Well, they're always bad, even when he's not having trouble.
I won.
That's great. Well, stay tuned. We'll be back later. But thank you for joining us. Larry Shiller, Voice of Backgammon, signing off for now.
Thank you. I was a 12-1 underdog, right?
No,
Can I cash in on that now?
I'm not sure you were an underdog. I'm just saying.
3 players will be playing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's all I meant.
I messed things up.
We'll see you guys.
I messed things up. Yeah, I got it.
Don't forget to subscribe. Go to YouTube.com.
Ruin the grid.
Type in Voice of Backgammon 3 words. We're at 400 subscribers. We need to get to 1,000 in order to have YouTube. Let us have youtube.com/Voice of Backgammon. So please support us if you like the work that we're doing. Also, if you're a beginner or novice and would like to start doing XG transcriptions of these matches and strength players, we'd love to have you. If you'd like to start an internship to do that, you're welcome to send your XG transcriptions to Larry@voiceofbackgammon.com. And we'll give you attribution, so you'll get some famous bragging rights for having done these XG transcriptions. Don't pay, that's your currency. You'll be part of the game and working with the greatest players. So thanks for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you later.